Maya Angelou, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. In the powerful pages of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Maya Angelou takes readers on a poignant journey through her early life filled with profound trials and pivotal triumphs. Set against the backdrop of the oppressive southern United States, Angelou's narrative captures the essence of resilience amidst racial segregation and personal trauma. This book's summary delineates essential themes such as racial discrimination, identity, family importance, and self-discovery. Readers will meet key figures like Maya's strong-willed grandmother, Mama, the compassionate Mrs. Flowers, and her cherished brother, Bailey, whose companionship offers an anchor through turbulent times. Angelou vividly recounts formative experiences, including her shifting sense of belonging, sparking a perennial quest for dignity and acceptance. Anticipate a deeply moving story that not only illuminates the struggles of a young Black girl but also her emergence as a resilient, hopeful voice amidst adversity.
Roots of Resilience. At the tender age of 3, Maya found herself embarking on a journey away from her once familiar world in California. Accompanied by her slightly older brother, Bailey, the siblings boarded a train bound for the segregated depths of the American South. Their destination was Stamps, Arkansas, a small, nondescript town emblematic of the post-Civil War era, where promises of freedom for Black Americans had wilted beneath the harsh realities of segregation. In this new environment, cut off from their parents, Maya and Bailey were deposited into the care of their grandmother, whom they referred to as Mama. A stalwart presence in their lives, Mama was not only the proprietor of the sole Black-owned general store in town but also a pillar of the community. Her store, a bustling hub of conversation and commerce, sold everything from everyday necessities to small indulgences, serving as a sanctuary and meeting point in the segregated society. Here, workers would congregate, exchanging news and stories, finding solace in shared experiences and a brief respite from their labors. Life in Stamps was governed by an unwritten code of resilience and dignity in the face of systemic oppression. Mama epitomized this survival ethos, a paragon of hard work and silent resilience in her dealings with both friends and foes. She bore the ridicule and contempt of the white townsfolk with fortitude, her quiet strength teaching Maya and Bailey invaluable lessons in endurance and dignity. Mama believed deeply that labor was a divine expectation and that true justice would come only in the afterlife. In her grandmother's haven, Maya would grapple with her identity and self-worth. She often felt like an outsider within her own family, overshadowed by Bailey's charms and looks. Her self-image was a constant source of pain, exacerbated by harsh remarks from adults who couldn't comprehend her lack of resemblance to her handsome family. Despite Bailey's small stature and delicate features, he possessed a fierce loyalty to his sister, often using wit and humor to defend her honor. When faced with cruel comments, his mischievous yet clever retorts served as a balm to Maya's wounded spirit. Siblings as confidants, Maya and Bailey shared a unique bond, rooted deeply in mutual protection and understanding. They found solace and laughter beneath the branches of a sturdy black walnut tree after weathering society's untamed storms together. In these moments, they were reminded of the profound need for support in a child's life. For Maya, that support was Bailey, her constant, her anchor, and her salvation. With him by her side, she found glimmers of hope amidst uncertainty, her spirit unbroken by the external world's harsh judgments. Silent Shadows in St. Louis. In the bustling backdrop of 1930s St. Louis, a transformative chapter unfolds in the young life of Maya, who was just 7 when her father, Bailey Johnson Jr., made an unexpected appearance in her grandmother's living room. Dapper and articulate, he seemed larger than life in the humble setting of Stamps. With his well-tailored suits and clear diction, he embodied a world far removed from Maya's own, a world he opened by taking Maya and her brother Bailey to reunite with their mother in the vivid yet gritty St. Louis. St. Louis presented a chaotic symphony of life, vibrant yet raw, where the rules seemed more suggestions than laws. Streets were alive with characters like hard-hitting Jimmy and Two Gun, bringing a taste of the Wild West into the urban sprawl. Here, regular occurrences like flouting prohibition and betting were juxtaposed with the nurturing warmth of a family reunited. For Maya and Bailey, their mother, whom they fondly called Mother Dear, symbolized a new, comforting normalcy. Her radiant smile and the bustling life around her filled their days with joy, and for the first time, Maya felt the comfort of being cherished and wanted. Life became an explorative adventure with new connections and passions. Along Mother Dear's side, they delved into the cultural tapestry of the city, with its German-Jewish delis offering tasty pastrami and the vibrant energy of live jazz music. Under the lively influence of their uncles, Mother D. Language and Lifelines. In the quiet, unchanging town of Stamps, Maya finds sanctuary amidst dusty lanes and modest homes. The resignation of its townsfolk teaches her a profound lesson in perseverance, offering a sense of belonging in a life marred by injustice. Her silence is misunderstood by many, attributed to her longing for the North or a supposed delicacy of spirit, but her grandmother, Mama, knows the truth and sets her own plans in motion. She entrusts Maya with errands for Mrs. Bertha Flowers, a well-educated woman whose elegance commands respect. Mrs. Flowers is a beacon of dignity and refinement in Maya's eyes, embodying the grace of the heroines from English literature. To Maya's surprise, Mrs. Flowers invites her into her home, offering homemade lemonade and cookies, a gesture as warm as it is unexpected. In Mrs. Flowers' drawing room, lined with books and rich with the scent of vanilla, Maya receives her first lessons in the power of language. Mrs. Flowers imparts the wisdom that language is distinctly human, a powerful tool that elevates us above the animals. This idea captivates Maya. Language becomes more than mere words, it is a bridge to understanding and connection. Over time, Mrs. Flowers shares her knowledge with patience and insight, teaching Maya to listen to mother wit, the distilled wisdom of generations expressed through simple, honest sayings. A pivotal moment comes when Mrs. Flowers reads Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities aloud. The poetic resonance of the words stirs something deep within Maya, who responds simply yet meaningfully, acknowledging the beauty of spoken language for the first time. This interaction marks a fundamental shift for Maya, igniting a new appreciation for the written word and its spoken interpretation. Mrs. Flowers does more than teach, she offers Maya a lifeline. She sees Maya not merely as someone's grandchild but as an individual worthy of recognition and respect. With kindness and encouragement, Mrs. Flowers draws Maya out from her silence, nurturing her innate curiosity and fostering a love of literature that had long been dormant. This newfound awareness and appreciation for language become intrinsic to Maya's identity, a jinn she will summon throughout her life. Through Mrs. Flowers' influence, Maya embarks on a journey of self-discovery, imbued with a sense of belonging and pride in her cultural heritage. The lessons learned in those intimate moments, wrapped in the warmth of homemade comfort and the power of eloquence, equip Maya with the tools to navigate her world. It is a testament to the transformative power of human connection and the enduring impact of language on our lives. Maya's relentless journey. At 15 years old, Bailey found himself under constant threat from the aggressive racial tensions of towns like Stamps. Despite warnings from the supposedly friendly sheriff about impending danger from white mobs, the uncertainties loomed large. His experiences took a harrowing turn upon witnessing the heartless retrieval of a murdered black man's body, prompting his mother to send him and his sister Maya to San Francisco, where their mother was scraping by through risky ventures in the city's gambling parlors. Arriving in California in 1942 amidst the tumultuous backdrop of World War II, Maya discovered a city in transition. Japanese residents were being forcibly removed, their community spaces replaced by black Southerners flocking to the war industry's bustling factories. The cultural shift was palpable, with the familiar sense of Japanese cuisine giving way to the comforting aroma of Southern cooking. For Maya, this atmosphere of collective dislocation provided a reprieve from her enduring sense of isolation. The specter of danger, from enemy attacks to civil defense drills, reinforced the idea that life itself was a precarious gambit, engaging her with a larger narrative of survival. Despite San Francisco's purported tolerance, reality often betrayed enduring racial prejudices. A poignant tale circulated about a white woman unwilling to sit beside a black man on a streetcar, an assumption dashed when the man revealed his war injury, a sacrifice for the same cause she presumed him to be avoiding. At age 15, Maya was confronted with choices for her future. Perhaps inspired by this story, or enticed by the sharpness of their uniforms, she set her sights on becoming a streetcar conductor. Though officially accessible to all, these roles were informally reserved for whites, a reality Maya was determined to overturn with her mother's unwavering support. Persistently, week after week, Maya submitted her application. Each time, she was rebuffed by a harried secretary almost on autopilot, rejecting the qualified young lady one would expect to sympathize with, both playing their parts in a well-rehearsed farce. Grasping the absurdity of their shared plight, Maya viewed their encounters as a tragic dance, both puppets to a merciless master. Unyielding, she returned repeatedly to that office until perseverance won out, securing her place as the first black conductor in San Francisco in 1943. As Maya Angelou reflects, the young black woman is caught in a triad of prejudice, sexual objectification, irrational white hatred, and her community's systemic disempowerment. The formidable adult she becomes is not astonishing but the expected result of a grueling survival contest, worthy of respect if not outright approval. Her journey was one of ceaseless confrontation and resolution, emblematic of a broader struggle both resilient and transformative.
Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings masterfully encapsulates the journey from silence to self-expression and strength. The book portrays Angelou's navigation through racial and social boundaries, with a mentorship that rekindles her voice and passion for literature. It reflects on the transformative power of community support, showcasing figures like Bailey and Mrs. Flowers, who play pivotal roles in her growth. Her eventual triumph in becoming the first black conductor on a San Francisco streetcar symbolizes defiance against societal limitations. Angelou's narrative highlights the harsh realities of her time, demonstrating how perseverance, integrity, and love form the crux of survival and self-worth. The memoir is a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the enduring quest for freedom and identity, resonating with readers as a timeless reminder that courage and hope can illuminate even the darkest paths.